Alright, so now we have all four lights selected, which means now all the channels, the faders will control all the channels that are active. So now if I have all four selected and I push the red up, I'm going to get all red, green, blue, can do them all. And then we can also do our strobe, some cool strobe effects. And let's see here. You should be strobing faster than that. I don't know what the deal is right now. There we go. We get two into the mix here. So you get the idea. Okay, anyway, so ideally you're not going to want to have someone controlling the lights separately. So what they do, you basically start to build scenes. And I've set up some scenes just so I'm not going to sit here and program the thing for you guys, but basically you set each fixture the way you want it to look with your faders, and then after you get all your lights the way you want it to look, you save it into a scene. So what I've done is I've saved a few scenes. So like 1, I've made blue, all blue, and then 2, I've made red, and 3 was green, and 4 was all on, and that was it for that. But I could go on and keep programming, maybe some different colors. Actually, so what you have is you have 8 scenes that you can program, but then you can do 30 pages. So the problem with the other controller wasn't really a problem. It was just they only had 4 buttons, and then if you wanted to do more scenes, you had to page up and program the next 4 and page up. So for us, if someone was going to run this board live, seems like it'd be more practical to have 8 buttons available, so I could someone could just start rifling through scenes instead of doing 4 and then having to page up to, let's say I wanted scene 8 because that had like a different color scheme that we wanted. I would have to page up, then hit 8, then hit number 4, which was 8. Whereas this way, at least we have 8 available scenes buttons that you can quickly press. Which ideally, let's say you had the mace, the googly ball, you can make that as scene 8 to have all the lights on in the googly ball. Then you can just press 8 and boom, that thing would start running. And if you wanted to hit back to blue or you're golden. So what I've done also is I programmed. So if I go up to bank 2, now I programmed some other scenes which are basically some random colors, and I'm just like going through different scenes here. So I think you get the idea. Then you program. So then you can program up a lot of scenes, and then based on having all these scenes programmed, what you do next is you can program these. They call them. You'll hear them called either chases or shows on some of the units. Essentially the same thing, and all it really is doing is it's chasing through scenes. So you can program a show or chase number 1, and then you can tell it I want it to start at scene 1, then go to 2, then to 5, and then to 4, and then when you run the chase, it'll just kind of rifle through those based on how fast you want it to go. It'll go through based on these sliders, which is speed and fade time, or the board itself is sound activated. so it'll go to the beat of the music. Is another option, or someone can actually sit here and manually press the button, and it'll roll through all your programmed scenes, the order that you programmed in for each individual show or chase. So which is kind of cool. So if you, I think I programmed a chase here, and so chase 1, and you see this one I've kind of, let's see here. Alright, so there's my chase 1, which is just kind of, your routine rock concert, on, off, different colors. It's kind of cool with these LEDs though. You don't need any gels or anything. It just randomly, or it doesn't randomly, but you can just instantly change the color. And I can change now the speed and the fade time. Right now I have them slightly fading. I can turn the fade off, just flick change. And I can speed up the show and slow it down, speed it up. So it's basically what this is doing is you're seeing chase 1, and I've programmed chase 1 has just some random scenes that I throw in there, and it's just rifling through the 5 or 6 that I programmed in as chase to run on chase 1. And like I said, you can also do, I think it's music trigger, and now it'll go to the beat of the music, which I'm just hitting the board here. So basically it's doing chase 1, but it's rifling through the scenes to the beat of the music. Pretty cool. So that's, there's a few more functions. There's the blackout button here. So if you wanted to hit the lights real quick, I like that they put the blackout button in the lower corner here, so you can just easily hit that puppy on off. This board has an option for a strobe if you wanted to add that, and a fog machine. So if you get a DMX controlled fog machine, that'll just pretty much run off there. Same thing with the any other lights. If you have anything, you could actually put that New Fossil sign, just buy a small dimmer pack and throw it on, which would turn it into DMX, and then someone could control the light sign right from, you can make that maybe 7 and 8, New and Fossils, just back and forth, or both on, whatever. And that's pretty much it. Kind of give you guys an idea of how this all works. Okay, back to some Sam Adams.